it's hard to describe the emotion immediately after something like that. It's why we do this, right? It's that moment. It's a fleeting moment. It's so short, but it's so incredibly intense and so special.
The thought process of one day running the Indy 500 really never crossed my mind. It was always a race that I watched and would get excited about, and for the past 6 years I was in Monaco on the same weekend racing, and I'd always make sure to find a way to watch it that Sunday evening. It's one of those races where you watch. February of 2016, Michael Andretti reached out, and there was something coming together with the merger of him and Bryan Herta Autosport, and there was going to be a fourth car available that he hadn't had in the past.
Alex fit in perfect with our other guys, the other drivers, and it was just, it was meant to be.
We get to the Speedway, and we went right through our rookie orientation. He did very well there, right up to speed.
I wasn't sure how good he would be. It was really only once we started working together and testing, and when he got in the car, I realized, okay, this guy's a little bit special.
Honda, as the power supplier for us, gives us an option of oil to run. Through the month of May, we tested different types, and we settled on Cashel Edge because the power was there without any increased fuel usage.
After all the testing was done, it showed a fairly big gain in horsepower, as well as bearing life and everything of the Honda engine.
It's the historic 100th running of the Indianapolis 500, the greatest spectacle in racing. The green flag is about to wave and the race is on.
The goal from 11th was just kind of to settle in. I had never, this was my second oval race I had ever done, and my first on a speedway, so I was just kind of trying to find my feet and see what it was like.
From early in the race, it became obvious we had a fast car. Alexander was moving forward from his starting position.
We moved up to about 6th place. Car was very good.
We came in for our first stop.
Okay, busy pit lane, coming around Pagano. We're just past the pylon, 3 down. Hold it. Wait. All right, pass lane.
What just happened? Fuel guy couldn't get plugged in.
Sorry, buddy, we had a hard time getting plugged in there.
Damn it.
Yeah, I know, copy.
We couldn't get simply the hose into the car.
Still 132 laps to go here, Alex. Obviously, we're stuck back further. You're P20 right now. Just take them one at a time. We'll be looking for opportunities on pit strategy to do something a little different here to get our track position back.
You got a fast race car. You're doing a great job. You're going to be all right.
Next pit stop happens.
Pits are open. Here we go.
Wait. Just wait, we got a problem, just wait. Just wait. I know, just wait. Just wait. Okay, go.
What am I supposed to do?
I know, just stay focused, man. Okay, stay focused. We got some kind of equipment problem.
We're going to change the whole hose, right?
We're going to change the whole fuel rig here.
After the second bad fuel stop, we were all the way at the very back.
That really took the wind out of my sails for a bit, because it was just like, what do I need to do?
We've got a problem in turn number 2.
Oh, we've got one car around. It's Michaela Lotion, and as he spun, it appears that Connor Daly got tagged as well. 2-car accident here at the south end of the racetrack.
Looking at the time available and where we were on the track, we had a really fast car. We just set fastest lap of the race, but we didn't feel like we were going to have enough time to get all the way to the front by doing the same thing all the leaders were doing. Plan A didn't work. Okay, we're going to go to Plan B.
It's a crapshoot. We got a fast car, and I don't want to throw it away with a cockamamie try, but I just don't think we can drive all the way to the front. We need to start getting some killer mileage. These guys are all coming. I don't think everybody will come, but I think most people will. Well, they're past half tanks. Yes. We're not. We're going to stay out. This may be the only shot we get to gamble. We're going to take it. We're going to roll our dice right now. This is our shot. We got a few laps of fuel on them, and we're going to try and get you on the front, get you in some clean air, and then we'll go from there.
That was the question, right, that started it all. What if we made one last pit stop?
Eyes back on turn number 4. Here comes the field.
Green, green, green.
Green flag waving, and we are racing again.
New leader, Alexander Rossi, around Alex Tagliani.
That was our best option to get our track position back, and there was enough time at that point for our strategy to have the opportunity to pay out. And it was a decision that was made halfway through the race.
The first question is, what's the fuel economy number we have to get from here on out to make it on one last stop?
So what's our new number there? Looks like 4.35 with no lap windows. Okay. That was a 4.43. That's good. There might be 4.35. That's the number. Keep doing that. 4.35.
Twice in those 2 stints, he had, once was Ryan and the other time was Townsend, where they were towing him around. And when you're behind another car, you can back off and save fuel.
Okay, just sit there. Just sit there. You're the leader, P1. Just sit there and save fuel. He's smart. He has got a head on his shoulders, I'll tell you what.
Once we had already set down that path, then that was my job at that point to say no. You know, not only can we make it, we are going to make it. Not making it is not an option, so let's figure it out.
From that point on, it was in all of our minds, well, okay, that's what we have to do, so that's what we're going to do.
We got a yellow on the track.
There is a tire loose from a car, it looks like from Buddy Lazier's car.
The yellow for Buddy Lazier, that became a critical point for us, a make or break moment, because it was earlier than we had planned for it.
Pits are open. Pit this lap, pit, pit, pit.
Everybody in here with what will be 36 laps to go in the race.
Go, go, go.
Can they all get home the rest of the way? Maybe. They're going to need yellow to get it done, though.
Bryan came on the radio and said we need 4.71 miles to the gallon to make it to the finish.
Fuel target 4.71. If you make fuel 4.71, we make the finish. We're staying out. We made our bed, now we got to lie in it. No way I can make 4.71. I know. Just do the best you can. I'm giving you the number. You just do what you can do.
We've never seen that number all month.
What we were trying to do was probably not possible. The longest anyone had gone on a stint was 31 laps. We were trying to do 5 more laps than that.
We basically had to figure out how to make 5 laps with fuel we didn't have.
How much fuel do you have in the tank at the end right now? The current mileage, we will run out on 199 halfway through the lap.
We're lifting, we're clutching, we're doing everything possible. And then all of a sudden, he starts making, 4.68, 4.7. We're like, holy, he's actually doing it.
I know it's hard, Alex. You're doing great. We're going to get to the end.
I actually stumbled upon a solution when I was behind Scott Dixon, and it was a little bit of a fluke, but I came across the line, and it was a 4.74, I believe. And
could you explain what that fluke was when you were behind Scott Dixon? What was it that you were...
I'd rather not.
Kanan just came in, so did Scott Dixon.
Carlos Munoz is your race leader. And here comes Munoz. He needs fuel.
Save fuel. You're P1. Save fuel. Save fuel. That's all that matters.
Rossi continues to lead. He last pitted on 164. Can the rookie pull off the improbable?
He's been saving fuel. He's been going longer than anybody else, but we're soon to find out. He's off the pace for a reason.
2 laps to go.
We had 0.65 gallons in the car, so barely enough to do 1 lap, but we had 2 to go.
I never allowed myself to believe that we could pull it off, and because I didn't want to get myself to the point where I was getting my hopes up about it. And so, like I said, I was just very focused on the fuel number and doing what I needed to do.
1 more lap to go.
Nobody behind. Nobody behind. Still running. Let's go. We're still running. Still running. Flag this time by.
He got all the way down the backstretch into turn 3. That's when it started to sputter.
We knew we were never actually going to make it across the finish line with the engine running.
Let's pull the clutch and coast down the straights. We'll accelerate through the corners. At that point, we weren't racing anybody but ourselves.
Clutch and coast. Half a lap lead. Half a lap lead. Clutch and coast. Save fuel. Clutch watching coast.
He's off of turn 2. He's half a lap to go.
Full throttle. We're dropping out. Fuel pressure's starting to drop. Okay, push. Fine.
Powering through turns 3 and 4 is when the engine coughed.
Can he make it the rest of the way?
That's it on fuel.
We come around 4, I think it was completely dead.
Alexander Rossi into turn number 4 on fumes.
Alexander Rossi for the final time exits turn number 4.
We come out of 4, we cross the start-finish line at 133.7 miles per hour. And quiet, you know, just a whistle comes by.
I never heard anything he said on the radio. He was thinking. I heard it after the fact. But we're jumping around. My radio fell off. My sunglasses got broken. I mean, it's just pandemonium.
It wasn't until 20 seconds after the fact where I realized what we had accomplished, because I was just so happy that we got the car to the finish.
We all think Indy is sacred ground, and it's even more sacred after 100 years. And to be the 100th winner was just huge.
I'll never forget when I finally got to victory lane and I got to him, and he was just standing there. He literally looked like this. And he just looked at me and he said, I don't understand what just happened. And he was still trying to process it. And I think we all were trying to get our head around what just happened.
That castor oil was by far the most efficient oil we've used in the last couple years with the Honda engine, with any engine.
Obviously, when you're practicing, you think, okay, that's great, but you don't realize you'll never know the significance that may or may not play. And on that Sunday, it played a huge difference for us.
When I look back at the Indianapolis 500 and how close the finish was and how many elements had to come together, and to have the Castrol Edge supercar oil in that engine, which was reducing friction, causing less drag, helping us save fuel, I can only imagine if we didn't have every single one of those factors right, we wouldn't have won the race.